Jana and Nicola go to school together every morning. They live in the same building, in the same entrance, on the same floor.
We will meet tomorrow at 7 and 10 in front of the elevator, Nicola.
Yes, yes. Don't be late, Yenche. You always oversleep.
They count from 10 to 1 every morning, like a little math exercise.
3, 2, 1. Good day, Uncle Pago.
Good day, children. May it be beautiful to you. I'm going to walk the dog and buy a bun.
Both of them like to ride bikes, so today they left for school a little earlier, so that they could get there on time. The weather was sultry, like it was going to rain, but it didn't worry them.
Come on, Jana, I'm waiting for you in the parking lot. Where are you?
Wait for me, Nicola. So I forgot the sandwiches for both of us for school.
Ugh, really? What is my sandwich with?
With paper. You will find out when we eat it together on a big holiday.
I'm kidding, Yana. So I know that you always think about our friendship and that we don't go hungry. And me, see what I brought today.
Yeah. Since when haven't we played marbles in the schoolyard?
Come on, I can't wait to beat you today.
They happily rode their bikes on the bike path, slowly and raising their hands when they had to join another street to get to school. There was not much traffic during the day, so the drive was pleasant for them.
How good that there are trees planted along the bike path and we can ride in the shade when it's hot. Or if it rains, we can stop and take shelter.
How nice it would be if the whole city had lots of trees and nice driving paths, wouldn't it?
Yes, and to have somewhere to move both when we walk and when we drive. I dream that one day the city will have more trees than cars.
They reached the school and parked their bikes in the parking lot in front of the entrance. There were already several other bikes tied up in the same parking lot, which was shared by all the students and teachers. Many of them used to come to school like that. At the big break the children played together and enjoyed the schoolyard, which had a huge lawn with trees and great shade and a small area with only level ground, perfect for playing marbles.
Come on, Jana, let's start.
I'm coming, Nicola.
Here there are 3 different holes in which we have to roll the marbles. The first to pass all 3 wins.
Hey, easy as a song.
He knelt on the ground and set the marble in the direction of the first hole. The thumb under the index finger and, phew, the marble flew right into the first hole. Yay! The few friends who were cheering for her shouted loudly. Well done, Jana, shouted one of the teachers who was watching the children through the window. Nicola went right after it, but his finger slipped and the marble rolled far away from the hole. He apologized, but did not show that he was sorry. The children watched the game carefully. Jana filled the second hole for the second time and was happy. Applause could be heard throughout the yard. When it was Nicola's turn, suddenly clouds covered the sun and it started to rain. Big drops, which in one moment turned into grains, like small marbles. It was hailing. The children immediately hid. Some under the canopy of the tree, some under the eaves at the entrance to the yard.
Now I know who will beat us.
So, you know.
Look at the holes.
I see, but who wins?
Nature, Nicola. She is playing with us now. Look at the holes, they are filled with marbles.
Indeed. So, they filled themselves with hail.
It's those natural marbles, right?
How interesting. As if they were rolling from the sky directly into our schoolyard. Now we have a whole yard of marbles.
Very nice, there are a few for everyone. It's just that these will melt quickly, but if...
When the city died down, literally the whole courtyard was white as if precious stones had fallen. The children took the grains of hail in their hands, and it melted, but they were happy. They shared moments of playing with nature.